Hey Snowflakes, and welcome to this video. So this video is my Invisalign Q&A plus a time-lapse video. So as you guys probably already know by watching my Invisalign vlogs, I am actually done with Invisalign, and I can't even believe it. Just as a disclaimer before I start this video, I am not sponsored by Invisalign. All of these answers are going to be based on my experience with Invisalign. I'm not a doctor or a dentist or anything. This is just stuff that has worked for me. Surprisingly, I got a lot of comments that were questions, and I also got a lot of emails that were questions because a lot of people feel insecure about the way that their teeth are, and they wanted to secretly email me and ask me questions to put in this video. And so I have a ton of questions, and I'm just gonna get on into the Q&A portion of this video. The Invisalign process depends on your situation with your teeth and stuff. Mine was about 18 months I had Invisalign for, but it all depends on your teeth and things like that. I was originally told that it would probably be 2.5 years for Invisalign for me because my teeth were so severe, but it ended up being less. Is Invisalign expensive? Oh my goodness. It was over $6 grand for my Invisalign, and that is just outrageously just expensive. So yes, it is very expensive, but it depends on how bad your teeth are and what exactly you need done. I know that there have been some people who have had worse teeth than me, and it's less expensive for them, so I'm not quite sure. But yeah, it all depends on how bad your teeth are, but mine was very expensive. One of the most amazing things about Invisalign is you can eat whatever you want when you have them in. You can totally just eat whatever you want. So you can eat candy, you can eat gum, you can eat milk duds. I mean, you can have anything you want. That's the whole amazing thing behind Invisalign, is you eat what you want and then you brush your teeth after, and then you put your braces back in and you can have whatever you want. So I'm not sure if it is with every case, but for me, they wanted my wisdom teeth to be out before I started Invisalign, and I will link my wisdom teeth video up here. I think the card section's up here. I'm not sure. I think it's up here, but I will link that video of my experience of getting my wisdom teeth taken out, and I will also link my Invisalign playlist. It feels like if you take your teeth and you put pressure on them and you hold it for like 10 seconds, it's like that, but 24/7 all the time. So I know for some people it hurts a lot and some people it doesn't hurt a lot, but it basically feels like a lot of pressure in your mouth. For me, Invisalign didn't hurt at all. It didn't hurt at all. It made my teeth, I had to wear my Invisalign trays for 2 weeks at a time, and for the first day or so, they were sore. And it wasn't like an uncomfortable sore, it was just kind of, it wasn't even irritating, it was just there, just kind of like a little sore. But like if you had a canker sore, like that's how I would relate it. That's how I felt with Invisalign. I know a lot of people have had it and they've had a lot of pain with it and stuff. Me, no, it wasn't that bad. It didn't hurt for me basically at all. The process of imprints is not fun. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's not fun. So they have these metal trays. It is for the top of your mouth and the bottom of your mouth, and they put this clay crap in it and they push it up into your mouth and it flies out the back, and it's not fun. But it's something you need to do, and I kept thinking about how at the end of this process I'm just going to have straight teeth. I'm going to get through anything that I need to just so I can have it. So the process of imprints is not really fun, but they basically go in and decide how you want your teeth fixed. You tell the dentist exactly what you want. They do the imprints, they send them to Invisalign, and a few weeks later you get your first set of trays. I'm sure they send all the trays in, and then every 2 weeks or whatever, they give you new sets. I would totally recommend Invisalign. I love it. I'm so grateful I was able to get it. With my story, personally, I have really bad teeth genetics, period. So I get cavities really easy, and they told me that I couldn't have traditional braces because I would constantly get cavities because I wasn't able to brush certain areas, and they would have to keep taking my braces off to fix the teeth. So that's why they told me Invisalign was my only option. And so I am so glad I was able to take my retainers out, my braces out, and brush my teeth, and it was really cool being able to have everything I wanted. So that was pretty cool. So I would 100% recommend Invisalign. It's why I'm making this video too. I just love them. So as you guys know, when you wear Invisalign, there's like a plastic piece that goes all the way down to your gums on the top and the bottom. I'll insert a photo right here or a video or something showing you what they're like. So as you can see, they touch your gums down there, but it didn't bother me a lot because some trays, they rubbed my gums a lot and it kind of ached and hurt. But most trays they didn't. I think probably out of all the trays I've had, probably 1 or 2 rubbed my gums. And the way to fix that is to take an emery board for like your nails, and you just like rub it on the side of the Invisalign tray, and that will smooth it out so it doesn't hurt your gums as much. I cleaned my braces using denture cleaner. So I wore my braces for 2 weeks at a time, and after like every few days or a week, I would put my Invisalign into like a glass with the denture cleaner, and I would just let it clean for a little bit. Yeah, the denture cleaner leaves it with a nasty taste, but after a while you really don't notice it. So yeah, that's how I cleaned my braces. So I forgot my braces case pretty often because sometimes they felt like they were just a part of me so much that I didn't plan on taking them out or whatever. So I would forget my case. And so you don't want to put it on, like if you're going out to eat, you don't want to put your braces on a napkin or anything. I suggest, first of all, keeping an extra case in your purse just so you can put them in there. If you don't have that, just putting them in a pocket of your purse and being very careful not to step on your purse or lose it. Do's of Invisalign is to always brush your teeth before you put them back in, to never really eat with them in. Don't eat mints, not even mints with them in. That's a very bad idea because it can actually break your Invisalign things. Just don't eat with them in. The don'ts of Invisalign is don't leave your aligners around on a table when you're out to eat because people will grab them and throw them away and you'll be like super upset. So that's definitely a don't of Invisalign. That's pretty much it. I personally have never broken an aligner. When I first put them on and off, I thought I was gonna break them just because there's so much pressure putting them on and off. And so I've never broken one before. I don't know what that's like, but it definitely has a lot of pressure and you feel like you're gonna break them, but I'm sure you probably won't. The best way to take them off on the bottom is to put your hand here and push up. Start from the back, push up, and then go pushing up in the front. And then the best way is to go from the back and then the front on the top. So when I got to the button process, they basically have little holes or little round parts in your Invisalign so it's not completely smooth. It's like a little button area, and they fill that button, from what I can tell, with like a fluid or something. Then they shove them back in your mouth and it like sticks to your teeth. Buttons are crazy, and I will, like I said, put my playlist up there and you can see how much trouble I had with buttons. They came off like every 5 seconds. Buttons are pretty much like you feel like there's something stuck on your teeth, but you can't take it off, and it's supposed to stay on, and so it feels like there's something stuck on your teeth, but you eventually get used to it and it's not that bad. I have never tried to whiten my teeth while I've had Invisalign on. I've actually always heard not to whiten your teeth when you have Invisalign on, so I don't really know much about that. I never did it, and I was told not to do it, so. So I wore my aligners every 2 weeks. I changed them, and I wore them 24/7. You wear them all the time when you're sleeping, when you're taking a bath, when you're swimming, when you do everything, you wear them except for eating. The only time you take them out is when you take them out, you eat, you brush your teeth, you put them back in. No, you should not eat with aligners on. It could damage, break, or scratch your aligners. It can also dye your aligners. So if you're eating something that's like green or something with them in it, it could possibly dye your aligners green. So I don't think that's a good idea. Don't eat with them in. You're spending so much money on them, you don't want to ruin them. So I started my Invisalign in October, and I started seeing a difference in March, and I will show you a picture right now to show you how the difference, to show you what difference I saw. So as you can see in that video, that's only a few months, and I made a huge difference, and I was able to see it, and I couldn't believe it. So as you guys probably know, if you've been with me for a long time, I have suffered from chronic migraines and neck pain ever since I had my concussion about 4 years ago, which I'm happy to know I got physical therapy for, and I am feeling so much better now, and my rotation on my neck is better. Yeah, so Invisalign didn't put so much pressure on my mouth that it made my head and neck hurt. I just have that anyway. So if you ever heard me say something like, oh, my neck and my head's hurting in those videos, it's a separate issue. It had nothing to do with the Invisalign process at all. Question I actually got from one of my friends, and she didn't know that there are actually clear elastic bands. So instead of getting the yellow ones that might stain your Invisalign, you can actually get clear ones. And the clear ones, let me just tell you, are way more invisible, and it's Invisalign, so your braces should feel and look invisible. Definitely go with clear rubber bands if you can. As for what to do about that, just switch rubber bands. I don't know how to unstain your Invisalign, but basically just switch rubber bands. The redefinement process is where you're basically done with Invisalign and you want to tweak your mouth. So for example, my teeth, like right on the sides where my two front teeth are on the sides, I felt like they weren't really even, so I wanted to do a few more liners to make sure they are more even. I think they're pretty even now, so yeah, that's what I did. But right here and right here, I went back for the redefinement process and just straightened that out a little more. It didn't cost any more or anything like that. It comes with the whole Invisalign process. The best thing about Invisalign up with a straight teeth. I always wanted straight teeth, and I never knew if it was possible for me. It was just so much money, and I'm a college student, and it just I just never thought I would ever have straight teeth. It really worried me a lot. So the best thing about it is I was able to get straight teeth out of it. It was able to be an easier process than I thought it would be. It was not painful at all for me. I really enjoyed seeing the progression of my teeth getting straighter. And it's amazing that you can eat whatever you want and you can do whatever you want with these in, and you don't have to worry about getting them tightened every few months. You just get new aligners and you plop them in, and you can eat whatever you want. So that's the best things about Invisalign. The worst thing about Invisalign is it's crazy expensive. And another thing that's kind of about Invisalign is when I first put my trays in, I don't know if it created more slobber, I know this is gross, in my mouth, and I always had bad breath. And so a tip for that is to always have like spray Listerine or those Listerine strips or something that you could put in your mouth and make you taste good. So like when you wear Invisalign, you can't chew gum obviously, but you can like spray that stuff in your mouth and you can always have fresh breath with Invisalign if you do that. So I put together through this whole entire process of Invisalign all the major steps and videos all together so you guys can see where I started with my teeth and where I ended with my teeth. Where I ended is actually where I started the redefinement process, but it didn't change much. It just straightened this out a little more. I'll show you my teeth right after this video. Isn't that an amazing video? I can't even believe where I started and where I ended. And now I'll show you up close my teeth. That's my video for you guys today, my Invisalign Q&A and my time-lapse video. If you have any questions, put them down below. If you have any comments, let me know. I just want to say thank you so much for following me along this journey of Invisalign, and they have actually been one of my most viewed videos, was my Invisalign videos, and I was so glad I was able to share so much with you guys, and you guys giving me so much support through this process. So I want to say thank you, and I'll see you in my next video very soon. Bye!